Well, good morning. Just had breakfast. It's Saturday in front of the Hampton Inn. We're going to head to the other Forest Farmers location today, but we're also going to do a little trip to Smuggler's Notch. I apologize if it's windy on this, but let me back up into this little cove so I can tell you. During the Maple Weekend in St. Albans, they had real maple syrup here at the Hampton Inn, which was nice. And I asked them this morning if they still have pure maple syrup, and they said no. Hampton rules, something costs, I don't know. So I said, would you like to borrow some maple syrup from Ohio? I'd be glad to donate some maple syrup to the Hampton Inn here in St. Albans. They don't have any. So we are up cruising in the mountains of Vermont, heading to Smuggler's Notch, and I definitely wanted to give a shout out to a channel that is going to be a bigger channel. And it's Buck Hill Farm, and Charlotte Collins does a great job. They do a good job of promoting maple. They're a hardworking family, and they're in Jefferson, New York. We're in Jefferson, Ohio. They're in Jefferson, New York. But if you get a chance, check out Buck Hill Farm on YouTube. And you can already tell, like you can kind of tell when a channel's going to be a bigger channel. But she's doing a great job. Good job, Charlotte. I think last time we parked up there when it was with Bethany and Zach Bo and Benny. Ben's been here before. Hold it up, Ben. Don't let it fall on us. You're not even grunting.
This way, and then it goes this way.
Is that yellow birch?
Cherry.
We got to find a yellow birch so you guys can smell some wintergreen. Every time I see yellow birch now, Mike, I'm going to be like, sniffing it. Look how smart I am. Anybody who was with me, even if it's like the third time, they'll be like, yeah, Nate, we know. Atlas. How deep is that? Does it go a ways?
I guess.
Hold them in there. Hold them in there. That was awesome. Hey man, your socks don't match.
Simba.
There you go. Does it smell like wintergreen? All right. Yes, sir. Yellow birch. Wintergreen. Thanks, Mike Farrell. Oh, that's right. Benny didn't get to smell it. Smell it. Give it to Taylor.
Gum, right?
What does it smell like?
It smells like Orbit.
It smells like mint.
It smells like Orbit.
It smells like mint.
For a touchy mouth.
But double mint.
Right? Isn't that amazing? That's enough exercise for me. Time to go for a gondola ride. Yeah, I want to sit on a gondola. And then when we get to the...
It's like being force-fed oxygen.
And then when we get to the, what's it called? The resort on the other end, we can have a Shirley Temple. Not open until the 17th of June, so I made a bunch of promises that I couldn't follow through on here, but we've done this before, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Enclosed gondola. And some wet Bissell Maple Farm teammates. Oh, a little Purrington here. Do a good job. Checking it out. You get a little Mount Mansfield. Nice job, folks. And then got a little run amok action. This is the stuff here, buddy. This is the stuff right here. So just got to get that food grade mica mixed in. Please hold. That's it, folks, right there. Stuff's pretty.
Ice cream.
Brilliant, really. Eric told me he took this idea from a brewery. Actually, there was a beer and they had sparkles in it, and he's like, let's try that with syrup. That's kind of like what we all did for this. The brewers were doing it first. Pretty cool, huh? That's just cool. I'm trying it.
Yeah?
We're from Ohio, actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wear flannel every day. That stainless tank there, I want it. He looks like he's in Gone with the Wind.
Right.
We's here, guys. We are at the Forest Farmers. Nice. Oh, this is sweet. This does not suck.
No visitors beyond this place. Look what I did.
Look at that. I love these. This is what I want on my sap tank. How's it going? Are you Andrew?
I am Andrew.
So see the tap hole maple on the, yeah, that's freaking awesome, man. All right, Andrew, what's your story? How'd you get here?
Well, masonry does not fare well with winter weather,
Gotcha.
which I've done a lot of years during the winter, and I was kind of looking for something to offset my masonry season. And we watched this place being built for a couple seasons, and so I approached Mike. I think it was like 2018, in the fall of 2018. And originally, I was looking for a place to move my guys during the winter, so I didn't have to. So
Sure.
Long story short, because I have a lot of experience in the construction industry, I started with actually completing the pump house, which is up in the woods. That was like probably a third of the way there, and that was in the tail end of December of 2018 and beginning of 2019. So we finished the pump house, got it completed so that we could get sap to the pump house, which after that season, I don't really have a whole lot of experience other than in the maple industry, other than working with a gentleman actually down the road, probably 2 or 3 miles down the road, who is now retired. And I used to collect buckets in high school. 2,000 buckets.
Who is that farmer?
It was Spooner Maple at
Okay.
that point. So I worked with him for 3 seasons in high school, and that was the extent of, my maple experience. I mean, I knew how it was processed, but this, like, completely different animal.
It is.
And the technology has changed so much, even from when I was a kid. And of course, all these old timers that are much older than myself, who have a lot more experience than I do. So it was kind of daunting, but Mike approached me at the end of that season and asked if I would be interested in maybe managing the sugar house. Well, that morphed into now as the operation of the entire Vermont operation.
Now, what's the name of the town we're in now?
This is Marshfield,
Okay, so we're in Marshfield. What are we, 20 minutes from Montpelier? Half hour?
20 minutes.
Okay. So we are, what direction from Montpelier? We are east,
It
southeast?
would be, well, keep going that way. We're going east.
Okay, so we're east of Montpelier. Okay. Did you grow up around here?
I grew up in Cabot, actually. Which,
Okay.
well, you just went to the, did you go to the
We
factory?
did. We did the whole Vermont experience. We did
Okay.
Cabot. We did Ben and Jerry's.
Cold Hollow Cider?
I saw it, but
Okay.
I bought a Vermont flannel.
Okay.
Right.
That's close enough.
Right. I mean, we didn't do the cider, but do they serve food there?
They do.
That's what we missed our opportunity.
They serve some phenomenal cider donuts, though.
I had fish food for lunch.
Going that way. So anyway, that long story short, that's why I'm here now. Let's see, we're on year 5. We've filtered through some personnel, and then of course this past season, Mike probably mentioned that we had our best season ever. So
Yeah, this is awesome.
very pleased with that, and sugaring's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and sometimes you don't get the result that you would like.
True.
But you're welcome to walk around.
Now, could you walk us through the operation? Like, show us the RO. I'm not gonna.
So storage is just, barrels are upstairs. That's
Sure.
the storage area.
Is there a basement under us too?
There is.
Oh wow.
Why don't we start out here?
Is this a freight elevator?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Everybody needs one of those.
Well, New York has some large. We have one loading dock, so it's actually really tight getting tractor trailers in here.
So that goes. So this goes down to the basement.
Correct.
Does it go up too?
It does go upstairs.
Oh man, don't tell me you don't want to ride this thing.
I kind of want to.
What's that?
I said, tell me you don't want to ride that thing.
Oh yeah. So
You don't have to crank it or pedal it, do you?
No. We have 3.5 miles of pump line.
Oh wow.
So the company owns the backside of that mountain up there.
So up to the peak up there?
Is kind of like,
There, let me
I think it's like halfway. Mike will probably see the video and correct me, but it's we leased Drew Mountain. We have our Groton Bush. We have Lord's Hill, Devil's Hill, and Ducharme Matthews.
And Andrew, does everything flow to the sugar house, or do you have to haul? Oh man.
No trucking or anything involved, which is much more efficient.
Oh my, yeah.
Especially when you have the amount of sap that's coming in on a daily basis.
This is cool, man. So this was built like greenfield, ground up.
So historically, that house there used to be a carriage house.
Oh, that part of it right there?
The company does own that.
Okay.
Actually, I live there. And this used to be what was called the Wallinda Cabins.
Okay.
So stayed in this area here. So the company, I think the company, if I remember correctly, originally purchased a maple company out of East Calais.
Okay.
And they leased that bush, I think, for one season, and then they purchased it, and they bought this place along with the leases here and this bush here. So we aren't completely built out. We probably have another 60,000 taps to put in.
That's awesome.
And it's 2,700 acres. So we still have a lot of work ahead of us, but right now we're just at the point of maintaining what we have.
Heck yeah. So how many guys you got helping you during the season?
During maple season?
Yeah.
Let's see. Last year I had 4, 5, 6, 7.
And how many taps do you have here at this
50,000.
location? 50,000.
So I have one maintenance guy, and then I had 4 to 5, off and on, 4 to 5 guys out in the woods.
Do you run the
And then 2 here.
evaporator by yourself, or do you have help?
I have, actually my son works with me and my wife, for good or else. But
She keeps you in line, dude.
she keeps me in line, keep it cool, and they help me here
Okay.
during the peak of the season. So I'm sure you're familiar with, but during the peak of the season, it's like super busy.
Yeah, you don't sleep.
And so my son, actually, I start very early, then he comes in late.
12-hour days.
Yeah.
Shift change, and
We process everything, and then he does the cleanup, and then the cycle starts.
that's awesome.
So, if it's running like a smooth machine, that's the way it works. But there are times where you're working right through the night.
Right.
So this year, actually, we fared pretty well with minimal breakdowns. When you're running the equipment like that, it's basically like I would for example, I'd say it was like driving your truck like 100 miles an hour for 2 months.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then you're done.
Yeah, they say, like, especially with reverse osmosis, it's like having a Lamborghini, parking it, and then pulling it out and just running as hard as you can day one.
Yep.
It's really good on all the seals and O-rings.
Yeah. Of course, we maintain our equipment as best we can, but it doesn't always work. So, you all must work together then?
We do. We all work together. Jess keeps us all straight.
Not really, but
It's true.
We try.
Yes, I try.
You try. You guys try.
good college.
We
prep.
don't. We aren't always easy.
No, we have a really good team at Bissell right now.
That's good.
So our
Is this it?
No, our production manager's not with us. We have about, 12 people. Is it 12?
Yeah, peak, we get up to like 25.
But
It's really tough to find people to.
We're fortunate in Ohio.
yeah,
We have 12 million people. You have 600,000.
you really do.
Well, there's like with going back to masonry or construction in general. I get a lot of applicants, but they're not qualified or they don't show up.
Pass the drug screen.
They don't show up.
So you're going to go ahead and open this guy up.
All right.
This is the freight elevator.
Can I?
This is how you move drums up and down.
No, look at the
See how it says for material use only? Okay, but we will put a GoPro in there for everybody to...
So you probably saw the E-Master.
I did, the Master E or whatever it's called.
That big machine in the front there is going out, and that's coming in this.
So this must be where the sap tanks are.
Yes.
Oh my.
Well, our setup's a little bit smaller than New York, so we have the same setup as far as equipment.
I got you.
RO babies.
Well, this thing is a automated one, right?
Yes.
that-
Both of these I can run from my laptop.
That's awesome.
And assuming everything's running properly, it works awesome.
Sometimes
You can, well, I try to, so
you're only as good as your sensors.
yeah, you can set your parameters and try to start them in an ideal situation, so I don't have to get up. I start them at like 1 or 2 in the morning, check the tank levels, I get alerts, all that good stuff. And, but there are times it's not 100%.
Gotcha.
If it starts, I watch it for about an hour and then I go back to bed and
Yeah.
wake up at 4 or 5 and
Best part about this guy is the what's the lighting they put under the street racers from Cars 3? You know, when you're doing the drifting, what are those lights called?
I don't
I don't remember, but it looks like the lights underneath the.
mind the mat. We're in the, so when,
This is clean, dude.
when I shut down, we're in the process of doing some maintenance on it, but
Sure. So these are identical machines.
these are identical machines.
Is there multiple membranes in there, or is it just one big
So-
membrane?
No, there's 6 on, this is the 6th post. We have ability to add 2 more posts to each.
So is this a post? What is this?
This is a membrane post.
That's a huge membrane.
Oh, we have these and
Oh, okay.
those there.
So the 4, those are 8-inch, and this is a
This is the 16.
16-inch membranes.
Yes.
These are big ones.
Yeah. And then we're getting a 30 bricks.
You could process all of the sap in Ohio here.
Well, on a good day, we'll process anywhere from 30 to 70,000 gallons.
Gotcha.
of sap.
This is a bunker. Is there another floor under it?
No.
Well, I was going to say, this thing just keeps going.
So this is ultrafiltration. Just if we have small amounts of sap, we'll process through there, clean that up before if we're storing it, like towards the beginning of the season or the end of the season, and then we'll just bank it and we have enough to process.
How much sap do you have storage-wise? Like, is there looks like, you care if I get up in there and look at the tanks?
Oh, yeah, you can get up. Watch your head.
Sure.
There's 25,000 here and I have 20,000 outside. And then we have up in the bush, we have another.
So there's 1, 2,
20.
3, 4, 5 of these. And these are all 6,000? 5,000? So 25,000 gallons of storage just in these sap tanks right here.
Correct.
And then is this your concentrate tank?
Concentrate, both concentrate. Peak of the season, we'll have these filled up.
Do you have any silos outside yet?
No.
And then, you could help him and then stop running there and he can come over here and help you.
They're usually a week behind us.
Really? Because they're colder at the elevation.
Correct. This year, they actually, I think they were a week. I think they started the week we started. And then they had a week where it ran in here and didn't run. Well, syrup is one of those things. I mean, even if, it takes so much work to get it to where it's in a bottle. And
Yeah.
every attempt to minimize the amount of waste that sometimes you make mistakes, especially.
But if you were able to, like, say, clean out a filter press and throw the extra sugar water back in here and process it, that's awesome.
Right. Well, we do that. I push everything through the filter presses and it goes to the tanks and it comes back down here. So.
I'm thinking these are here to hold the hoses or hold the.
Not the.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not code
That actually
there.
holds our catwalk.
I got you. That's funny. This is awesome. Hand railing / drain.
Nope, no drain. I had it available.
Oh, that's your hand railing.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I had it up and I was like,
You know what?
Handrail.
Perfect. Probably didn't even have to glue much, did you?
Not much.
That's cool.
So this is our loading dock area.
You actually have a loading dock here.
We do.
Big boiler. Cleaver Brooks here. Now, do you have natural gas at this location?
No, olive oil. We have propane, but so we're actually moving the e-master here, pulling the Cleaver Brooks out.
Gotcha. So is this? Oh, okay. Atlas Copco.
Air compressor.
Oh, that's your compressor. I got you.
That runs all our, well,
Filter presses.
our stuff in there has all the pneumatic valves on it.
Okay.
I'm
this is
actually
cool.
kind of sorry to see that one go.
The R7.
Yeah.
Could you just figured out how to run it?
After 5 years,
You're comfortable.
running,
Change it.
Comfortable. Now we're changing, but I'm kind of anxious and excited about the E-Master, but
Gotcha.
hopefully Jason has all the bells or kinks rather. We're
Sure.
So let's go back upstairs and
What do you think of this sugar house?
It's pretty cool.
it's a bit more picturesque than New York.
Right. It's not as industrial looking upstairs.
So I don't know if there was any explanation in New York about what either of these do, but the steam boiler downstairs runs the R7, and this is our oil-fired rig. When for processing the finished, well, not the finished product, but the, I would say, raw syrup, either goes in either of these two catch basins, and then we pump it up to the stainless line overhead.
I see that.
Goes to our mixing tank, or mixing kettle.
Cool.
From the mixing kettle, once we mix the DE with it, it goes to our filter presses. And
Is this a extra syrup
yes, both
storage?
Both of these are.
So it'll hold the heat because it's insulated.
Yes, and it's a little dusty and dirty.
That's all right. They all are in the off season.
So
Syrup storage,
from the filter presses,
syrup storage.
it gets pumped to here, or there, and then it goes down to the basement and we barrel.
Cool.
When we strip the presses, we actually collect the condensate of these and we push it through the press and we put it into our cooling tank for the next time that we process. And of course, at the beginning of the season, you aren't processing every day, so you might store it for a couple of days before the next time you process. So,
Man, it's just some of the details. Like, look at that piece of stainless welded a 90 to get under that beam. Just look at that. Right to the float box. Just the detail on that.
a lot of valves.
Man.
So this is another storage area. This is my
Where's the dog?
he's at the house.
Cool.
This is actually going to part of this will be turned into. Actually, we have to raise some of the floor for the E-Master.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Office.
This is just my office here.
Very cool. Care if I just do a quick sweep? This is cool. Now you got a camera up. You saw us coming.
Yes, I watched you drive in. It's like some people just drive in and then
Very cool.
use the lot to
Turn around.
turn around or.
You gotta. Your view is not bad here.
No, it's a great view. Like I get to watch the turkeys come out and play around down there, and
Very cool. Do you do some hunting?
I do.
Very cool.
My friend just got this last season in Alaska.
Oh my.
80 years old.
Really?
Yeah. So he got this one in 1978. His name's Doug.
So that's after it's gone to the taxidermist then.
Yes. No,
He's not petting a wild bear there.
So this bear is at the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury.
So this bear is from Vermont.
No, this one's from Alaska.
And then he brought it all
He
the way.
brought it here, donated it to the Fairbanks Museum. So if you ever get a chance to go there,
That's awesome.
and then he got that one.
That's a massive move.
That was on his bucket list.
That's cool. That's when you do that, you get in there by airplane.
Yes.
You fly from lake to lake, right?
Oh yeah. 10 days. 10 days.
It's awesome.
He's gone out there a few different times. 3 years ago, he went out to go hunt, and he's looking for something specific. 8 inches size. He was hunting the grizzly and the moose. He didn't get either, so he came back.
Yeah. You got to get what you want.
Exactly. So this allows us to pick up the hoods, clean them, reseal the pans.
Very cool.
Takes a little work to get it.
I want one, Jess.
This timber frame.
It's amazing. The tap
It
stain.
was it was my mind. It was the Plainfield. You came through Plainfield?
I don't
No,
know.
you came from the other way. But you must have passed it coming through. But anyway, the company that constructed the timber frame is actually 10 miles down the road. So.
It's so pretty.
This is like, would be an awesome house.
Yeah. So when the barrels are in here, this actually has great access through that window. You can step out on the roof.
Oh, really?
We did.
Green Mountain maple syrup on an old safe.
Yes.
That's cool. That's an archive or a.
That's a heavy safe too.
I'll bet.
Feel that door.
Well,
You can see we keep valuables.
yeah, Green Mountain maple syrup. This probably never held much. This
Right.
business is as fast as it comes in, it goes out.
It does.
What do you need a safe for? Yeah, you always owe money to people.
No, Vermont's beautiful.
It is.
It's,
We've had a great trip.
there's times when it's not so beautiful, but
Yeah. Yeah,
this time of year, even in winter, mud season, no.
So, is that yours for the masonry work?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I use it here too. I don't know if they told you about the flood we had.
No, how high the water come up?
So
Let me get a shot.
line
Yes.
went across just past the big post there.
Yeah.
So the water was to the top, over those.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're saying the water from that creek
River.
river
Yes.
was over.
So see where the big post is.
I do. It was
Yeah,
over
see
the
where
post.
This, steel beam is
I don't see a steel beam.
vertical beam. It's rusty.
Oh, I see like an A-frame
Yes,
over there. Oh,
right there.
that's the steel.
So the lower line, the water was over that.
Okay, so I see the steel right there,
Yes.
and it was over the lower lines.
Yes.
Jeez. Yeah, you don't want any leaks in your vacuums on when that happens.
Well, the amount of flooding we have actually did a number on our trail infrastructure.
Oh, jeez. You and the New York location. You guys you're a road crew first, and you're a maple farm second.
We got hammered.
Jeez.
And then of course that meant that I took off about a month, almost a month and a half from masonry to help people.
Just you're saying local people, neighbors, or your team here.
Well, the team we survived. I mean, trail infrastructure. That's not. There's just
You got a lot to do still.
Oh yeah, there were so many people that had their homes flooded. Just,
Oh, that's right, Montpelier. I forgot about that, man. Yeah, the whole town got just
we got
rabid.
we got destroyed.
Yeah. Now I understand what you're saying. You took a month off just to help the community.
And forest farmers, we spent probably a good 2 weeks. Our road that goes up into our bush, or access to our bush, was washed out.
Okay.
And so we were working with some of the townspeople getting that back together because I have equipment.
Gotcha.
So I'm up there.
You mean just fixing the public road?
Public road.
Wow. You know, a lot goes out the window. There's a natural disaster. All of a sudden, everybody just works together.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, did you get a permit? Da, 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 da. It's like, you know what? We're trying to survive.
Exactly. That's the neighborly thing to do.
Right?
That's a good shot right there.
Yeah. They're done. They're done.
We got rained on today. We were going to go on the gondola ride, and it's not open, and it poured.
Which one?
Was it Mansfield?
Mansfield?
Yeah, I was going to take them on a little ride, over to the...
You could try Cannon Mountain.
they have a gondola there?
Well, they have a tram.
Okay.
New Hampshire.
Yes, Smugglers.
We're actually...
Yeah.
At this point, I'm taking them to Church Street. They've never... So, all of them, except the small one, has not been to Vermont.
Okay.
So, it's about... obviously, team building. But now it's, like, giving them experiences. Even me, too.
Right.
So, we're going to go to probably Church Street. There's a restaurant we like there. What is it called? The Farm? Bistro? Is that what it's called? Farmhouse Bistro?
farm.
Yeah, they got that little basement area you can eat.
We've been there.
And then we're going to eat at the waterworks tonight, which reminds me, we got to make sure we have reservations. So,
Cool.
thanks, man. Thank you. This is awesome.
You're welcome.
This is cool. Public parking. We got a citation. 63 bucks. And she spelled maple wrong.
No.
M-A-R-P-L-E. Marple.
M-A-R?
Yeah, they ruined it.
Will be ticketed, towed, or booted.
You believe this?
Well, listen,
Marple.
that's not your real maple. That's not your real plate, so therefore you're not fine.
This isn't me.
My
Marple.
plate is not Ohio Marple.
How do you spell that wrong in Vermont?